So let us start with, today we will start with simple interest and compound interest. Okay, this is important for both CAT as well as MAT. I have checked the trend and then only I have selected this chapter. Also I have checked to various sources how important in this, and this is important. You will see in previous year questions, you will see a lot of questions of SI and CI. Okay, and also you will see SI and CI questions as a part of allegations and mixtures. So last day I gave you a shortcut. Okay, while I was solving some sums with Ishika. Okay, so there I saw one shortcut. Okay, uh, that is the ratio of the difference between compound interest and simple interest for 3 years and 2 years. Okay, is R% plus 25. I think that was the shortcut, right, Ishika? Can you please check once? I'm writing that once again.
Sir, right.
Ratio of CI and SI, okay, for 3 years and 2 years. That means what? CI আরো জল দেবো? দাঁড়া এক মিনিট। লবঙ্গ দিয়ে রাখলেও কম হবে। যাওয়ার সময় তো তোমার দোকানও খোলা থাকবে না। বাড়িতে ফোন করে বলে দাও একটা কাপ সিরাপ কিনে নিতে। অ্যালেক্স কাপ সিরাপ বলে দাও, অ্যালেক্সটা অ্যাসকোরিন। অ্যালেক্সটা ঘুম পায় বেশি, অ্যাসকোরিনটা একটু কম ঘুম পায়। Okay, so CI by SI, okay, the ratio of compound interest and simple interest for 3 years and 2 years is R% plus 25. Remember, very important shortcut. Okay, don't, I mean, we tried to derive it in class and we had a very tough time. So ratio of CI and SI for 3 years and 2 years, ratio of the difference of, not CI, ratio of the difference of CI and SI for 3 years and 2 years. So CI minus SI by CI minus SI. Okay, 3 years and 2 years is R% plus 25. Remember this. Okay, so you already know about simple interest. Okay, I hope you, okay, please copy it. Please copy it quickly. Okay. Now you are already aware about CI and SI, right? So simple interest and compound interest you already know. So simple interest is when you deposit a certain amount of money in a bank for a certain period of time and you get an interest over that entire period, not I mean after every year or not after every month or not after every 6 months, but you get an interest over that entire year. So if you have deposited say a principal, also called the sum of money, okay, principal or sum is P. Rate is R% per annum. Time is T years. What is the simple interest? P R T by 100. Okay, simple interest is P R T by 100. And what is the amount? The amount is SI plus P. Okay, what is the amount? SI plus P. And these are all known to you. Okay. So this is about SI. Compound interest. Okay, so we have the principal. Now see, what is compound interest? In compound interest, the interest is actually compounded. Compounded means what? The interest is actually given on the amount of the previous duration. For example, if you have deposited a certain amount of money in a bank, okay, for 3 years, compounded annually. Okay, if you have deposited a certain amount of money in the bank for 3 years, compounded annually, that means what? The interest is applied on that amount every year. So for the first year, so say for example, you deposited an amount of money, say rupees 1000. Okay, the rate is r% per annum, and the time total duration is 3 years. Okay, so what happens? We take for the first year. So for the first year, what is the principal? Rupees 1000. Okay, simple interest for the first year is p r t by 100, and you get a certain amount, say x. What is the amount? The amount is 1000 plus x. Now second year, for the second year, this becomes the principal. Okay, and the rate is as it is. Time is again taken as 1 year, because I found out for the first year, not 1 year but first year. So first year, second year, third year, fourth year, all the durations are 1 year only. So second year also 100 plus x. Okay, now what is the simple interest? 1 p r, what is the time? 1 by 100, and then again you find out the amount as p plus si. This amount then becomes the principal for the third year. Like this, you can understand that the interest is going on increasing. That is why the compound interest. So for a certain period of time, a principal will generate more. It will generate more revenue if compounded than it is invested on simple interest. Okay, but we cannot do it by manual method. Of course, we have to use formula. So what is the compound interest formula? A is equals to P into 1 plus r by 100 whole to the power n. Remember, this is for the case of compounded annually. Okay, this is compounded annually. That means every year an interest is added. A is equals to P into 1 plus r by 100 whole to the power n. P is the principal, A is the amount, r is the rate of interest, and n, what is n? N is the number of interest. Remember, n is not time. Everywhere in every books it is written n is time. N is not time. N is the number of interest. If it is compounded annually, at that time the number of years matches with the number of interest. That is why it is called as time, but it is not actually so. Okay, now compounded semi-annually. Okay, that means after every 6 months interest is given. This is where it doesn't follow that n is time, because if compounded semi-annually means in 1 year how many interest you are going to get? 2 after 6 months, right? So there are 2 6 months, so you are going to get 2 interest, right? Compounded semi-annually means in 1 year you are going to get 2 interest. Then how is n equals to time? Time is 1 year, but n is 2 over here. So what will be the amount? Remember, very important formula, p into 1 plus r by 200 whole to the power n, where n over here is what? You need to think and write that if the time is t, then n will be 2t. Then how is n time? N is of course not time. Okay, n is the number of interest. Any questions still here? It's very simple. I mean, it's this school level thing I'm telling you. Okay, now compounded quarterly. Quarterly means what? After every 3 months. That means breaking into 4. So in 1 year you're going to get how many interest? 4 interest, right? So A is equals to P into 1 plus R by, over here it's going to be divided by 400 whole to the power n. And what is n? N is going to be 40, right? So if T is 1 year, n is going to be 4, of course, because in 1 year how many quarters are there? 4 quarters are there, each of 3 months. All right. Okay. Now I told you to, so can I delete this?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now I have told you to revise growth and depreciation, okay, which we have done in percentage, okay, but actual application is over here in simple interest and compound interest, okay. So there were two formulas, okay, for growth. It was A equals to, what was the formula, Shitama? কি আমি যেটা লিখেছিলাম আমারটা দেখোনি, টাইম সেটটা দেখেছো। A is equals to P into 1 plus V0 করে হয়ে গেল। A is equals to P into 1 plus R by 100 whole to the power n. This is for growth. You remember always growth is plus. That is where is growth. Depreciation, depreciation is A is equals to P into 1 minus R by 100 whole to the power n. Okay. A is equals to P into 1 plus 1 minus R by 100 whole to the power n. Of course, depreciation, so negative minus. Okay. Now there were 4 scenarios, okay. I'm quickly going through this scenario. So Ishika, you did it. You were the first person to do it. Niladri, you came later on. Then I did with Shitama. Ritama, you didn't do this. Okay, see, Ritama, this is a part of percentage. Okay, so anyways, I would have done it on Monday, but it is better that you do it now. So a part will be covered up as a part of percentage. So there are 4 scenarios. Number 1, present population. Present population of a village or a city is X. Okay, the population grows R% per annum. The population grows at a rate of R% per annum. Okay, what would be the population what would be the population after n years? Okay, so let the population after n years I'm taking as y. Now you have to see certain things. So the population grows, that means I'm going to use this formula, right? So A is equals to P into 1 plus R by 100 whole to the power n. Ishika, you tell me what will be X and what will be Y in this case. Ishika,
Yes, sir.
what will
Sir,
be?
here A will be X and P will be Y.
Okay, Shwetama? হ্যাঁ n এইটা y হবে, এটা তো n দিয়ে দিয়েছি। Out of a and p, which one will be x and which one will be y? হ্যাঁ, so out here I have in the question, see this is the from the formula, right? A is equal to p into 1 plus r by 100. But if I want to put it into this sum, where should I put x and where should I put y?
প্রেজেন্ট পপুলেশনটা এক্স হবে, পিটা
Yes,
এক্স, এটা হয়।
yes, right. Amount, see final, I mean here y is the final population, so remember we always see the future. Okay, we always see the future, we never go back. So present population is x, the future population is y. So amount, this particular thing always represents the future. Amount is always the future, p is the present, p is the principal, p for principal, p for present. Okay, a for future. So in place of a we are going to put y, and in place of p we are going to put x. Understood? Shritama, Ritama, Ishika?
Yes, sir.
Ishika, any doubt?
No, sir.
Then why did you forget? Number 2, present population is x. Population grows, present population is x, population grows at r% per annum, time is t years, not time is t years. Okay, what was the population n years back? And that of course we are taking as y. Tell me which formula first of all. Ishika, which
So
formula?
3 into 1 minus r by 100 ব্র্যাকেটটাকে বন্ধ করে ওপরে
Tell
n
once again.
p তারপরে
হ্যাঁ,
ব্র্যাকেট ওপেন
হুম
1 minus
হুম
r by 100
হুম
ব্র্যাকেট ক্লোজ করে টু দি পাওয়ার n.
excellent, that is the wrong answer. Okay,
Sir,
Ishika?
it will be P into 1 plus
No,
R
no,
by
first of all
100.
tell me the formula. Out of this, which formula I am going to use?
Sir, growth.
Both?
Sir,
Oh,
growth's
oh, both,
formula.
both, both. I said you said bro, both. Okay, so I use
Sir,
this
here,
thing.
uh, sir, here A will be X and P will be Y.
Exactly. So Ritama, see, very very common mistake. So Ritama said we are going to use a is equal to p into 1 minus r by 100. Okay, see, here it is given grows. Okay, when it is given grows, that means always the growth formula. Okay, now you are thinking that the present population, so this is you, the present population is x, and you are thinking, you have been asked to find out what was the present population n years back, so you just looked back and you subtracted it. No, whenever it will be said, you will always look front, never look back. Okay, you are always going to look front, you are not going to do piche to dekho, no, you are always going to look front. So when you are asked n years back, that means you will go n years back. Okay, you will go n years back, and then you will come over here. Okay, and see n years as future, so your future value becomes x and your n years back value becomes y. That is why in place of a it's x and in place of t it's y. Understood?
Okay, sir.
Niladri?
Yes, sir. Understood.
Supratim? Okay. Now the next case. Present price of a car is rupees X. The price of the car okay depreciates. The price of the car depreciates at R% per annum. Okay, what will be the price? What will be the price after n years? Of course, the future price is taken as a y. What will be the price after n years? So tell me which formula is going to be applied.
Depreciation formula.
Depreciation formula. Okay. So first of all, write down the formula, then you put down the values. Okay. Now tell me what is going to be a and what is going to be p. A will be
Sir, y is
Sir,
a and
A
p is x.
right?
yeah
P will be X.
right. Okay. Now the next one. Present price of a car is X. Depreciates at a rate of R% per annum. Okay. Present price is X. Depreciates at a rate of R% per annum. Okay. What was the price? N years ago. And this is of course y. Tell me which formula?
Depreciation formula.
Yes. A is equals to P into 1 minus R by 100 whole to the power n.
Sir, here A will be X and P will be Y.
Yes, right. All right. Present price. What was the price n years ago? So I have to go back n years and see the present as my future. So A becomes X and P becomes Y. All right. Yeah. So let us start with the sums. This is Arun Sharma LOD 2. Try out this sum, very simple. Very simple. Please do it. These are all school level sums. I mean, simple interest, compound interest is quite a school level, and there is not much of shortcut. I mean, the shortcuts which are there are not worth learning. It's better that you do with traditional method. It will be easy. কি মানে অভিশপ্ত নাম নিয়ে জন্মেছে ওরকম লোকটা। লোকটার জন্ম থেকে মৃত্যু অব্দি চাটন আর চাটন, যেখানে যায়। মা বাবারা যখন এরকম নাম রাখে একবার ভাবতে তো। Sir, 28. 28 is the right answer. Okay. Anybody else?
হ্যালো
হ্যাঁ। ও আচ্ছা আচ্ছা, সুপ্রতিম। আচ্ছা, আই থট নীলাদ্রি।
হ্যালো
হ্যাঁ সুপ্রতিম, বলো। শুনতে পাচ্ছি।
স্যার শুনতে পাচ্ছেন?
হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ, শুনতে পাচ্ছি সুপ্রতিম।
হ্যালো
হ্যাঁ শুনতে পাচ্ছি।
হ্যাঁ স্যার
28, right? Right answer. Okay. So a sum of money invested at simple interest triples itself. So that means what? Say the sum of money is P. Okay. And triples itself. So that means the amount is going to be what? 3P. That means what is the SI? 2P, right? And this 2P is equals to what? In 8 years. So that means 2P is equals to PR T by 100. These two gets cancelled out. Okay, 4 2s are 8, 4 25s are 2 2s are, so R is equals to 25%. Okay, find in how many years will it become 8 times of itself. So that means amount is going to become 8P and principal is going to remain P. So what is going to be the SP? 7P. So 7P is going to be again P, rate is 25, time is I need to find out, divided by 100, got cancelled out, 28. Such an easy sum. Tell me, Niladri, Ishika, Ritama, Shitama.
করেছি স্যার, হয়ে গেছে।
Okay.
আমি 100 দিয়ে করেছি।
100 দিয়ে করতে পারো, ভ্যারিয়েবল দিয়ে করলে এটা ইজি হয়ে যাবে। কারণ এই অঙ্কটা এমনই একটা অঙ্ক, এটা যদি একটু এক্সপিরিয়েন্স থাকে এটা জানবে যেটা কাটাকুটি হয়ে যাবে সব। ওকে, ডান ইশিকা? Yes, of course, easy for you. Ritama?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Let's move on to the next one. Please do this. These are all Arun Sharma LOD2, okay? Do this time, it is also easy. I need to do another calculation. I have in the past I've given you that from which section how many questions to attempt and what is the time. The next I will calculate that for each questions how much time you need to spend, especially for quant. Okay, I gave this calculation to CBSE student.
So option A 2500.
Yes. Okay, let's do.
2500.
পূরণ করে একটা হবে 2500, that's correct. Which is Sudama?
1800 বা 1100 টা কি amount?
Is opted after 18. Yes, 1100 is
Sir,
opted.
2500.
Right, right. Okay, if 1100 is obtained after lending out rupees X, so that is the principal. Okay, at 5% per annum for 2 years, and 1800 is obtained after lending out Y years. Find X and Y. So that means, what is my simple interest? 110 minus X, that is equals to X into R into 2 divided by 100. So this 2 gets cancelled out. So we have
Sir, it will be 11x. यहाँ पे तो 5 to कट किया ना.
Sorry. That's why I'm saying why it's better. Right. Thanks. X. Yes. Right. So 1800 minus y is again P R. All right. হ্যাঁ সুপ্রতিম এটা হয়েছে এই সামটার কি খবর সুপ্রতিম Let's try out this one. A certain sum of money amounts to this in 2 years and this in 5 years. Find out the principal. These are all school level sums. We don't have to do too many sums from Arun Sharma. This is very easy. A certain sum of money amounts to this in 2 years and this in 3 years. Find the principal. And okay, one more thing. If nothing is mentioned, then simple interest. Okay. So you
Sir, can you repeat what did you said?
I said that if nothing is mentioned, whether simple interest or compound interest, take it as simple interest. Okay. If nothing is mentioned, then simple interest. Okay. So you see, in 2 years, it amounts to 704, and in 5 years, it amounts to 800. Okay. So that means in 3 years, what is the gain? 96 rupees. So this 96 is the SI, that is SI is equals to P you can actually break it into
Sir, answer to 640.
640, right? Correct. So 704 minus P, that is a simple interest. The first case is P rate is R time is 2. Okay. Okay. Now for 5 years, it's going to be 800 minus P is equals to again P R. P is 5 divided by 100. Now 5 by 100 stored aside. What is PR? PR I can take it from here. 100 gets cancelled out. So P is going to be 3618 640. কোনটা এটা দেখো, what is given? A certain sum of money amounts to, that means this is the principal and this is the amount. This is the simple interest formula that I am applying. S equals to PRT by 100. So what is the SI? Amount minus principal. 704 minus P. Amount minus principal is only the extra amount, extra money, which is simple interest. So that is PRT by 100. Now from here I am not solving anything. I am just making PR as the subject. That's it. I have not solved anything, and I have just put the next one. Next case, that is 800 minus P is equals to PRT by 100. Okay. Now you see, in place of PR, I am just putting this thing. 704 minus P divided by 2. So 100 gets cancelled out. On solving, we get P as 640. Understood? Iladri, Ishika, Utama.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, done.
Okay. মুখের উপর চলে আসছে কেন? Try out this sum. Should I do it?
No, sir.
Should I shouldn't do it? Okay, let me start at least.
স্যার একটু ওয়েট করুন।
Okay, okay. Thomas saying to wait.
টু 8800।
That's right. Okay, let me do it. A part of this is lent out at 6% per 6 months. Nothing is reduced to simple interest. Okay, so first case. Okay, let me take the principal as x. Okay, I'm just writing down the data for your benefit, but you will not write down per 6 months. What does that mean? So that means 12% per annum, 6% per 6 months. But remember that in the formula, SI is equal to PRT by 100, or amount A is equal to P into 1 plus R by 100 whole to the power n. Always R is in per annum. So rate is 6% per 6 months. So I have to convert it into annum. So 12%. Okay. So what is going to be the simple interest? P R T is what? Okay. What is the duration? Just 3 years. Okay, so 3. So the first one, that is x, is lent out at for 3 years. So 4 3s are 425s are that is 9x by 25. Okay, now the second case. Second case, what is the principal? The principal is 38800 minus x. Okay, the rest of the amount is lent at 5% per annum. Okay, 5% per annum, and after 1 year. Okay, so that means what is the time for this one? 2 years. Okay, total duration is 3 years. After 1 year, the second one is lent out. So what is the simple interest? P R T by 100, right? So that is going to be 3. This. Okay, now the ratio, when the first amount was lent out, so the ratio of interest after 3 years from the time when the first amount of lent out is this. Okay, so ratio of the first one is equals to 5 divided by 4. Okay, okay, so just need to do 5 2s are 10, 5 5s are. Okay, so just the rest part is solving it.
Sir, option B.
Option B, right? It is equal to 5 by 4. So 72x. So 25x is going to come here 77, and there is going to 97. X is 25 into 38800. This is 25 into 97. So this one gets cancelled out. Yes. So that is going to be 100 and then 100, 10,000. So I just need to find out the second part. The second part is 3880. The second part is 38800 minus x. That is 28800. B. This is the operation. Okay. Okay. So today let us keep it here. Okay. Because Shritam also needs to return home, and we have covered a lot of sums. We have yeah, only just one more sum that we can do it next day and continue from here. I'll see if I can get some more different types. Next day I have a target to do one direction based sum, and then we will move on to last year past year questions. Not an issue, because in simple interest and compound interest there is not I mean there is not much of type as we have in percentages and other chapters, averages. Okay, so let's keep till here today. We will join on Monday again and proceed from here. Any questions? All good?